This type of grip, when you have the inside grip in the collar, the outside grip in the sleeve is not very good when the person has strong knee shield. I prefer much more the outside grip in the collar and the inside grip in the pants. Okay, the grip I'm looking for is the grip in the knee or the grip in the end of the pants. I personally prefer this grip. I feel it's strong to push the leg away. Okay. The other super important thing, your knee, try to keep in the side of your partner's hips, not away, like here, look on the floor. Don't keep it away for your partner. More your knees away is easier to replace the guard. Okay? Try to make sure when your knee touches the floor, you keep in the side of the belt, nice and tight. Okay? Don't move 1 inch. Okay? Try to always keep it connect on the hips. So this grip you go to the collar to manage the distance. That's the grip you're gonna pull in your partner if your partner starts to move away. Okay? The drills is super simple. The person bottom, you're gonna start with these drills. The person bottom is gonna frame it, okay, a strong framing, and you guys gonna try to move your chest away and extend your hips, use your knee to push your partner away, like this. What happened here, the mistake I see the most is the person top start to pass from here. If you start to pass, that's when the person will replace the bottom leg and you end up in guard again. Okay? It's important to understand, guys, when your partner moves the chest away from you and extend the hips like this, you need to close the gap again. You guys need to pull on the collar and moving forward. Okay? You guys gonna do this 3 times. The person's gonna create this reaction moving back, and you guys gonna moving forward, pull on the collar, and adjust the position again. So look, she's moving away, I pull in her, and I get close again. After the 3rd time, you guys gonna put the knee off the way. How are you gonna put this knee off the way? I'm gonna smash the frame and I'm gonna smash the knee. And I know my partner's gonna push me away, right? She's not gonna like this pressure. When she's pushing the knee away, I'm gonna move my chest a little bit off the way, just a little bit. Just to create some space to push this leg all the way down, and I'm gonna shallow underhook in the hips. I feel the big mistake here, on top of this push. After you put the leg off the way, is try to go a deep underhook. If she's put the leg off the way and try to go deep underhook, it's easier to push her away and get the underhook. If you lose this battle about the underhook, you might end up in some bad position. Okay? So make sure when the knee go off the way, so you smash the knee. When the person push, you move your chest a little bit. When you extend your arm all the way back, you shallow underhook. Look at how my hands go in the middle of the back and I squeeze it here. Okay, try to see how my knee is still in the same position. Look, it's still there, it's not here. It's still on the hips. Okay, now 2 things. The person might try to turn. I like to use this grip a little bit more deeper in the collar. I slide all the way and I twist her body. I make the person look all the way to the other side. It's very much a stretch here, like this. So try to go as deep as possible, stretch your partner all the way to the other side, and then just replace your knee to your hips. When you kick and pass, you stop in this position. Okay, nice and tight in the hips. Pay attention how my legs are. A very common mistake is this. Okay, if you do that, the person will sit up. You guys need to keep your legs in this position. Look at my toes. My toes need to be on the floor in order to push my hips against her hips. And your head down. That's the way how you guys are going to stabilize the position. The other common mistake I have been explaining guys during the weeks is try to move to regular side control from here. If you pass and the person starts to explode and you try to move to regular side control, that's when you give gap to the person who replaces the guard. You need to stabilize in this position. Hips on the hips, nice and tight. You just move to the next step when the person stops moving. Right? The person when you pass is going to feel like a fish of water. He's going to bump you, he's going to breathe, he's going to try to push, he's going to try to sit up. You need to be able to hold in at least 10 seconds. Make this guy get tired and then moving forward. Okay? So super important to take from any pass. When you get inside, you stop. You don't move in order to keep the pass. So start from the cut position is a little bit different when the person has the reverse de la riva hook and the ankle grip. I'm gonna show you guys on Saturday, okay? From today, imagine you get here and the leg is down. It's just the knee shield, okay? So my grip is gonna be in the knee, close your elbow, the other grip is gonna be in the collar. I want this action-reaction to you guys understand that's what's gonna happen during the fight. So she's gonna move away, I'm gonna move back. She's gonna move away, I'm gonna pull the collar, and I'm gonna move back. 3 times. After the 3rd time, you start to pull the collar hard and lean forward, over the frame. So it's here, look, my knee is touching the floor, and I'm moving close to the frame. When she starts to push me back, I move my chest a little bit off the way. Just enough to push this leg all the way back, and I get here. Shallow underhook. Okay, guys, sometimes the person might try to get here, doesn't matter. You keep this underhook, don't change. Okay, because this is not underhook, it's just the arm, it's not here, it's not deep underhook. The hands is there, but doesn't matter, you're gonna pass anyway. Okay, look how she's stuck. In that situation, when the person get here, you need to make sure you twist your partner. So look how I'm making her look to the other side, and then I pass, and I squeeze it. Okay, so you don't need to try to palming because the arm get here. You don't have to. Okay, only of course if it's jip, then it's not good for you. But if you here, if you feel the elbow, look how I use my elbow to block the arm, you're gonna be good. Nothing's gonna happen, okay? You make sure you twist your partner, you kick, replace your knee to your hips, and stop here. Head down, higher head, more heads go up, more change to the person's kick. Keep everything down, pull in the gi and squeeze your elbow. Every time your partner moves to the side, remember the drills you guys saw last week? When the person moves to the side, try to move to the side. Always follow the hips. Always follow the hips. Don't let the hips go away from you. The key here is the hips. Okay? You guys gonna say again? Just one more time. I'm just gonna do like kind of like a real motion so you guys see, okay? Here is your first pit stop. When you get here, is your first pit stop. You don't need to rush. Okay? You have a very good position. Don't rush. Everything nice and tight. Kick and pass. Take a break. If your partner moves to the side, slide close to the hips. Everything nice and tight. Get it? I want one person do both sides, switch bottom top. Both sides, bottom top. That's the warm-up drills. Okay? 1, 2. Let's go. Get part. You can do in both situations. Professor Volker, come here, please. I feel during the fight, I always do, because it's way harder to the person escape, even if the person has a frame, if I twist like this, because I stretch him to the other side. The only thing you guys need to be aware is, like, you guys know the straight arm bar here, right? Like in close bar. It's the only thing you need to be a little bit aware. Some people try to go for, it's nothing there because you have the side, but you need to be a little bit aware. Like, don't overextend your arm. You keep your arm a little bit bent, just a little bit. What is the key? You go kind of like a baseball choke. In the baseball choke, you need to make this grip right behind the neck. It's the same grip. You slide the grip behind the collar, and you twist. And your head's gonna be really hard to keep in the frame here. Your head go a little bit more this way. The key, guys, is do this with the guy. Look. You stretch the guy using your shoulder pressure. Like. Professor Boca, he does half guard very well. Like, he's one of the strong half guard I never trained. Yeah. When he's getting underhook here, I feel the only thing I do to stop him is do this. If you don't do that, if you don't fly the person out, when the person has a shallow underhook, you're gonna lose this battle. And you guys know how it's annoying when you hear the person get underhook, and then like you feel like, man, I'm gonna lose the position, you know. So it's super important when the person get the arm here, like I said, you need to be aware. Try to keep it always close to the elbow, your chest down, and twist the guy this way. If you get here, the person you try to explode, but you need to maintain the hips. And again, if you feel like when you get here, and you feel you start to lose this battle, what do you have to do? Or top spin. If the person starts to turn here, start to turn. I go here, look. And I keep him, look. The other very good is the top spin is a great way, and I feel the most of the time I go here and back, because I have the baseball grip and I can go to the choke. Does that make sense? So it's important you guys know, if you guys keep moving this way, the person is safe. Okay? It's all about keeping it, maintain the position. Understand? So now, I want you guys make these two reactions. The first reaction is going to be this. Look, when you put the leg off the way, your partner is going to try to get under your hook. You guys are going to control, twist your partner all the way, and take a break in the hips. Your partner is going to start to turn. You guys are going to cup the hips. First option, top spin. And stop in the back. Okay? If you stop here, remember guys, bottom grip, go to the collar in the line of the hips. The other grip, you go to the collar behind the neck. Remember why, right? You don't let the person put the back on the floor. Keep your chest pushing and keep this pressure. Look how my hips on the hips is everything nice and tight. Look at my chest here. Look, it's not here, it's on the back. That's the first option. Option number two, you go in your back. You cut, you pass, you cup the hips, and use the knee and belly to flex that out again. Okay? So I want you to do these two reactions because it's important to understand, guys. The position is never going to be perfect. The person is going to make some reaction. You just need to understand what is the common reaction. If you guys understand what the person, the most of the time do, you can react fast the person's body. And the mindset should be always ahead. If you think before the guy on bottom, you're going to have a chance to pass. If you start to think behind, you give the opportunity to the person to escape. Okay? You need to expect every time you put the knee off the way, the underhook might come. And then you need to stop here. Never here. Always here, on the hips. Making the person turn, take a break. If the person keep turning and you feel you're going to lose, elbow go in, and look how the grip is still there. Why this grip is still here? Why? Why this grip is still here?
When he turns, it seems like.
Yes, he's rolling him down. And then when I want, I step over and I go, look, boom. One thing. You need to have control about the position. If you prefer knee and belly, let's say you don't like top spin, you cut the hips and you keep this pressure. Look, I pull and I go knee and belly. The good thing about this, you guys are gonna have the baseball choke. Right? If you end up here, you have the baseball choke. Okay? You guys understand? Want to say again? One more time? Yes or no?
Yes.
So, put yourself in the cut pass. Same thing. Your partner is going to try to escape 1, 2, 3. Pull the collar, apply pressure over the frame. When your partner push, you put your chest a little bit off the way, you drag the leg, then you shallow underhook. As soon as you get here, you slide this grip in the collar, as deep as possible, twist your partner. Big stopping here, hips on the hips. If your partner starts to turn, if you're going to lose the position, cut the hips. Now the pressure will go here, guys, on the hips. And at the same time, you apply pressure to the collar. If you keep turning, you let it go, and you top spin. If you get here, bottom collar, the other grip behind the neck, chest in the chest. Everything nice and tight. Okay? Option number 2, you have the grip. Use the grip to push the guy as much as you can that way, as the cupping, and you go in your back. Boom. And you stabilize the position. Okay? Let's do that, then you're going to see the baseball choke after. Okay? Let's go. 1, 2. We're going to work the baseball choke. Okay? I know that most of the higher rank is, you guys already know. I'm going to share some details. I have been facing a lot of this position when the person going in belly. When you go in belly, when you get some experience, guys, the person never gonna push your knee, right? The person knows, like, I'm on bottom. If I push his knee, I know I expose myself, right? So I like to use this type of framing a lot, okay? When I frame the bell, so or whatever grip I have here, to keep it, try to keep it away like this, a strong frame, okay? So this frame can be annoying when you go to the submission because it's a strong frame and it's really, really hard to get close. Okay, and every time you try to get close, even if you're setting up the choke, When you start to go, the person can push you away. Use this frame. Okay? I'm going to explain what I have been doing. And if you want to do, be free, especially if you have faced this situation when you go knee and belly. So first thing, when you go knee and belly, make sure not just post your hands, keep your elbow down. Okay? More close to the hips, better you'll be. The other thing, look at how my hook is close to his hips. Cannot be away. Keep your hook close to the hips, like this. Okay, my knee is not like this, look. It's more diagonal. Okay, here. So the baseball choke, you need to find the grip close to the collar, and you have this control. Let's say your partner starts to frame, and you feel you have a hard time to even get the grip. Sometimes even get the grip here is really hard. What you guys have to do, you guys need to use your outside knee on top of the frame. I'm gonna do this, look. One, I kill the frame. Then I keep the knee on belly and then I attack. Okay, so again, look. He has a frame. I'm on top of him. I'm gonna slide my left knee over his biceps to kill the frame. Look, one, so I kill the frame. I back to the knee on belly and now I start to get a choke. When you get a choke, pay attention. These hands here. It's very hard to guys try to make the perfect grip like slide all the way. Try to place your hands on the neck and then you get a grip. Okay? The grip is gonna be like this. Your palm is gonna be up. When you get a grip, apply pressure in the sternum of the guy. That makes you really uncomfortable. Okay? When you get a grip, look, apply pressure down. Now what's gonna happen? Then most of the time the person is gonna try to stop her elbow. Like this. Because he knows if I connect my elbows, I'm gonna get a choke. The most of the time, when you get here, that's what the person is gonna try to do. He's gonna try to use the hands to block the elbow. How am I gonna kill? I'm gonna slide my right knee, the knee I have in the belly, over his biceps. I start to slide my knee close to his ribs, and then I get here, over the biceps. Now pay attention because this is the most important detail. When you get here, before you spin, you need to connect your elbows. Before you spin. Connect your elbows, then when you spin, you put your head down and you have the finish. It's super important, you guys, as soon as you slide over the biceps, you connect your elbows. Look at the grip. And then I spin. And I finish. If you are passing in your left side, when you spin, your head's gonna be in the right side. Okay? So look, if you have the knee and belly in your left side, when you pass, when you spin, you connect your elbows, your head's gonna be in the opposite side. Like a tripod position. Okay, it's not here, it's here, look. My shoulder needs to go to his chest to don't make him move. Okay? So I need to be here. Okay? Of course, if the person don't frame her hips, let's say it's not framed there, you just go here. When the person defending, you slide your knee, connect your elbows, and then you spin. And you get a base. But especially like when you start to get like when you start to roll with person who have a better understand how to defend, the person will try to frame your hips. Okay? I think it's important to guys understand how to kill this frame. In order to keep the position and don't lose. Okay? So again, if you're here, you cup, you slide your knee over, you kill the frame, you put the knee on belly, then you're setting up the choke. Then you go one, connect your elbows, spin, and finish. Okay? Let me show this way to you guys see. So start with the knee on belly, look how I cut, pressure down, I have this grip behind, look, my tongue inside the collar, he's framing, he's pushing me away. I need to kill this frame. So there's no way to attack the arm bar here, guys. Okay, the arm is stiff, it's too low. If you try to attack the arm, you don't have. Forget about arm bar here. Kill the frame, look, knee over the frame, you kill. You put the knee on belly, you pulse, you're setting up the choke. When he's defending, look, with my elbow, I slide my knee over, I connect my elbow, and then I spin. And I have a submission. Yes? No, keep tight. Yeah, the key in the baseball choke is the elbows be together. If the elbow is separate, have a little room. Okay, the elbow always like this, like a baseball bat. Okay? Any questions? Let's do it. Do both sides. Switch ball on top is the last drills. You're gonna get some water after that. You're gonna roll. Okay? Let's go. 1, 2.